I don't know if this is passive aggressive, or if it's just aggressive, or if it's a joke.
Asked for alimony when we got the legal divorce, so I'm kind of out that. So, I put 30 years into this, help me move and get out of here.
Sister Wives. Christine Brown spills. Did Kody almost marry a high school girl? And Mariah Brown makes rare appearance on IG with a strong message. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. Christine Brown confirms Kody Brown almost married a high school girl in the family book titled Becoming Sister Wives, the story of an unconventional marriage. Chapter 3 of the book titled, Christine and Kody, confirms. Meri and Kody courted the high school girl while they were also getting to know his would-be second and third wives. Wait, he really almost married a child. Christine confirms. In Chapter 3 of the book, Christine Brown confirms a high school girl almost became Kody and Meri's second wife. Christine recalls deciding not to go through with courting Meri and Kody after learning of the high school girl. I was devastated. It ruined my day. In fact, it ruined my year. I decided, then and there, that I was not going to marry Kody, no matter what happened. It wasn't because of Kody. It was because of that girl he and Meri were courting. She continued to explain. Christine noted the girl was too young and too cute. She just couldn't picture herself being in a family with the young girl. In fact, she broke her friendship off with Meri and Kody completely. Earlier in the chapter, Christine also admitted to feeling threatened by the young girl's beauty. Christine Brown recalls finding out the plans to make the high school girl his second wife didn't move forward. Turns out, it was Meri that clued her in on what she considered at the time to be good news. A week before the wedding, I received a phone call. I was standing in the kitchen when I answered the phone. It was Meri on the other end of the line. My heart nearly exploded with joy when Meri explained that the wedding had been called off. It was the happiest day of my life. I felt as if I could re-enter the world again. I immediately welcomed Kody and Meri back. Unfortunately, the book does not reveal much regarding why the marriage between Meri, Kody, and the high school girl didn't pan out. Christine Brown, however, does go on to reveal her happiness was short-lived. She received a phone call from Kody to discuss how Janelle was driving him crazy. Christine, at the time, had no idea who Janelle was. It didn't feel like much time at all passed before Meri and Kody got married to Janelle and they moved to Wyoming. Christine recalls being heartbroken. She had just let Kody and Meri into her life again, only for them to leave her for another wife. Was this the end? Well, Sister Wives fans know that is not the case. But, in the moment, it felt hopeless for Christine. How could Kody Brown really justify marrying a teenager? Now, some Sister Wives fans are up in arms about this information. How could Kody and Meri Brown even feel good about courting a teenager? Didn't it feel gross to marry a 17-year-old? Fans have to keep in mind this was a long time ago. Kody himself was only 23 or 24 years old at the time. So, there would have been just a 7 to 8 year age gap. For the first time since October 2020, Sister Wives Meri Brown's daughter, Mariah Brown, makes an appearance on Instagram with a strong message. Notably, her first post in over 8 months has a strong message. What's Mariah find worthy of coming back to Instagram after 8 months? Sister Wives Mariah Brown returns to Instagram with a strong message. Recently, Mariah Brown returns to Instagram with a strong message. Her post is informational and shares so many facts about a cause that is clearly near and dear to her heart. In the caption, Mariah lets her followers know where exactly she stands with the topic of transgendered athletes. She writes, "I stand with trans athletes. I stand with trans kids. And trans girls especially, play sports. Trans kids belong, always." Next, Mariah Brown asks her followers to, please, swipe through to learn some real facts. After that, Mariah shows her gratitude towards the creator of the slides. She writes, "Thank you, Skylar Pinkman-Ture, for creating these slides and for your continued commitment to trans kids and athletes." The first photo in Mariah's series of educational slides about trans kids and sports says, "Let trans girls play." Girls sports. Following that is all of the informational slides Skylar creates for the cause. The fact that sparks the need for education on the matter is as follows. As of May 2021, at least 30 anti-trans sports bills, most of which target trans girls, have been proposed or enacted in the United States. One argument on this matter is, trans women are biological males and shouldn't compete with women. However, according to this infographic, the LGBTQ+ community would prefer that trans women be called women. The slide argues that calling them biological males is inaccurate and transphobic. Furthermore, the slide indicates that there are different ways to talk about folks with higher levels of testosterone and reproductive biology. Next, Mariah Brown's strong message continues. The next topic addressed the proposed gender verification testing. While it is invasive for all women, it also demonizes and weaponizes transness. Furthermore, the post shares that this process is degrading to all women. The next argument the post presents is, trans women have higher levels of testosterone, so it's unfair. While this may be a valid point at the elite level sports, the infographic presents the counter-argument that kids just want to be kids. These are just kids playing sports with their friends. Consequently, the next slide also focuses heavily on testosterone. The leading quote reads as follows. But even if testosterone levels are regulated, trans women go through testosterone-driven puberty, so they are taller and bigger. The slide points out that there are cis women that are taller than transgendered women. Additionally, another topic of conversation is that trans women have unfair biological advantages. However, the slide counters with, no two athletes' bodies look the same, no two cisgender women's bodies look the same. Furthermore, the slides present the idea that, I'm not transphobic, I just care about fairness. However, there's an argument to be made that, many folks don't care about sports or fairness until a trans woman wants to play. With all of that in mind, there are several calls to action in Mariah Brown's strong message. They are as follows. Share these slides to educate your friends. Sign the petition and take direct action against the bills at the link below. Learn how to be an ally at the link below. Donate to trans-led orgs at the link below. Follow and support trans athletes. It's been a rough year for Meri Brown. The Sister Wives star has been desperately trying to reconnect with her husband, Kody Brown. Unfortunately, to seemingly no avail. To make matters harder, COVID came and disrupted everything. She and her 3 sister wives wanted to try and make more of an effort to communicate. However, living so far apart in Flagstaff proved challenging and Meri was often left feeling alone. She also had an inn to worry about. In Utah, her mother, Bonnie, had been tending to it, but due to her age, it seemed she was safer in Flagstaff until COVID settled. So, Meri's daughter Mariah and her fiancé, Audrey, went to run the inn for her. Sadly, Bonnie passed away in March of this year. Meri took a short time off to mourn her mom, then reopened the inn in May. Now, it seems Bonnie's memory continues to live on. The inn, now named Lizzie's Heritage Inn, has a very special place in Meri's heart. It had been a part of her family for as long as she could remember. When it went up for sale, she knew she had to buy it to ensure no one else got a hold of it. Yet, she was not sure she could afford the down payment. She went to her husband and sister wives for business assistance. Unfortunately, they wanted to be a part of the business and the plan. When Kody did not feel he was getting what he wanted and that Meri did not have the proper plan in place, he said it was not in the budget. This broke Meri's heart. Luckily, she had been working very hard as a LuLaRoe consultant and had saved some money. Behind their backs, she went and negotiated a down payment and bought the inn on her own. The biggest concern for the family was that she would be so independent and end up leaving them. She promised she was still on board to move wherever they wanted to. This was just something she needed in her life. In the end, the wives helped her decorate and have been encouraging. To keep this in the family, Meri even brought Bonnie on to run the inn. She still made frequent trips to the inn, but Bonnie lived and breathed it. Before Bonnie left the inn, she told Meri something exciting. She never got to see it come to fruition, but Meri made sure it did not fall by the wayside. Before COVID led Bonnie to Flagstaff, she told Meri about something exciting. Her cousin and her cousin's daughter were hoping to come to the inn. Of course, Meri was going to be there. For their visit, they wanted to ask their cousin as much as they could about the inn's namesake. She is roughly 10 years older than Bonnie, so she would have a clearer memory of Grandma Liz. Unfortunately, the world was put on hold and so was the trip. Then, Bonnie passed away and she never got to see her cousins. As a sweet surprise to Meri, and one gifted by her late mother, she got a knock on her door. It was her cousins. They regaled her with stories and tales. Though she wished her mother could have been there for this beautiful moment, she knows she was there in spirit. Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown, her husband, Tony Paedon, and their baby girl, Avalon live in Utah. They stayed for some time in St. George, but it looks like they already moved to another place. Possibly with her husband working from home now, they can move anywhere they like. This weekend, the news came that their move takes her back to her roots and the place has significant ties to the TLC show. Sister Wives star Mykelti and her family move home. TLC fans know that Tony changed jobs as he talked about it back in August 2020. At the time, he talked about a new chapter. Plus, he notified fans that his job as a loan officer with a bank came to an end. While he talked about working for himself from home, he never divulged the details, so it's all top secret. Anyway, he mentioned an NDA, so probably fans of the show never find out for sure. Meanwhile, Sister Wives star Mykelti seems all about motherhood these days. However, she still carries on with her online retail sales via Mykelti's whimsical boutique. With both of them working online, that gives them the freedom to relocate. If you thought they might move to Flagstaff, that's not happening, so she still lives far away from her mom Christine after they moved. Recall, ever since they married in 2016, they lived in St. George, Utah. Returning to roots, Sister Wives star Mykelti took her Instagram on Friday, June 18th, and told her fans that they relocated. She shared a really nice photo of the family and then captioned it with, "Tony and I recently made the move back to Lehi, UT." Then, she reminded them that she grew up there. Well, she was there when she was born, but everyone knows Kody moves around. Sounding excited, she added, "It's grown so much and there are so many new things to do and try. We're way excited to continue this adventure as a family." In the comments section of the post by Sister Wives star Mykelti, a fan asked if they moved into the old family home. However, she replied and said, "Nope." One fan wrote something that Mykelti didn't know about her old home. They said, "Welcome to Lehi. It is a wonderful place to live and raise your sweet girl. Do every event at Roundup Week you can. It will make you love Lehi." Probably, she follows up on the Roundup Week. As she also tagged Traverse Mountain, it looks like that's where they settle. One fan told her, "We lived at Traverse MNT for 12 glorious years. You will love it. The community is like none other." Sister Wives Meri Brown brushed oats on her husband, Caleb, in a sweet Father's Day post. With all the hustle and bustle going on around the rest of the Sister Wives family, it's rare that the husbands get any attention. Meri Brown takes to Instagram for Father's Day and dotes on her husband, Caleb. She shares a photo of Caleb on the beach with their children, Axel and Evie. This candid shot is a great image of a dad doing what a dad does best, taking care of his children. Meri begins the caption by wishing her husband a happy Father's Day. "Happy Father's Day to the most amazing man I know." She continues by sharing some of the characteristics of her husband that she admires. "Your love and devotion to our kids is inspiring." Next, she shares some more things she appreciates about her husband. "You are a true example of goodness and patience. We love you so much." The comments section, fans also wish Caleb a happy Father's Day. One fan even gives Meri a shout-out. "I love the way you allow Evie to be a normal little girl. You're sick and amazing mom." Recently, TV shows Ace reports another time that Meri Brown dotes on her husband, Caleb. The occasion that drew out such sweet sentiment is the couple's 5th wedding anniversary. Like many Sister Wives fans, Meri can't believe that they've been married for 5 years. However, that doesn't stop her from expressing her appreciation for her husband. The mother of two writes, "It's been quite a crazy ride and lots of life has been lived. I love you more and more every day. Thank you for being the best husband, father, confidant, advisor and loving me through all my flaws." Sister Wives star Janelle Brown lost her father very early on in her life. At the age of 3, he passed away, but that doesn't mean she has no memories of him. Unfortunately, her mom also passed away recently. So, she told her fans about a month ago that she still sorts out her mom's house. Now she found a photo of her dad, perhaps it was amongst her mom's effects. Anyway, she actually possesses very few pictures of him, so she shared the photo with TLC fans on Father's Day. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown reveals a photo. TLC fans sometimes become confused about Janelle Brown and her relationship with Kody. That's because, at one stage, her mom married Kody's dad. Technically, that made them half-siblings. Well, if you don't know, her dad passed away young, and later, Wyn Brown married her mom, Cheryl Usher. Anyway, Kody's second wife seemed very grateful that his dad gave them a decent life. She talked about it in her post on Instagram on Sunday. Sister Wives fans heard that Cheryl passed away at the end of last year. Meanwhile, Wyn died in 2013. So, now that she lost all her parents, it's nice that she still treasures some photos of them. It seems like the genes on her dad's side still reverberate through the family, and most of her boys bear a strong resemblance with her side of the family. Perhaps, in her distant memory, she recalls her dad when she looks at her own kids. The photo that Sister Wives star Janelle Brown shared revealed her toddling around and he looked like a happy dad. It's possible that she recalls this sort of outing, even if blurry and indistinct, even though most people only retain memories after about the age of 6 or 7. Unfortunately, it's rare that people recall events in their very young lives. So, even if she can't really recall, the photos at least become something to treasure. The Sister Wives star captioned her photo with, "My father passed away from illness when I was 3, so I have very few photos of him." Then she mentioned, "This is one that has recently come my way." Plus, she mentioned Wyn Brown and gave him a shout out as well. She explained that when she was a few years older, a man who was willing to shoulder the responsibility of my mom, my sister and I, stepped up and my mom remarried. Next, she thought of all the different kinds of dads in the world. So, she wished all of them a special Father's Day. We are first introduced to Robyn Brown in Chapter 4 of Becoming Sister Wives, the story of an unconventional marriage. On the first full page of her first chapter in the book, the fourth wife of Kody Brown gets candid about having an alternate personality. In fact, Robyn Brown's alternate personality even has a name. Meet Robyn Brown's alternate personality. What is her name? Robyn Brown kicks off her first chapter in the book by discussing her first marriage. She notes it was doomed and troubled from the start. She admits that she knew she wanted sister wives after she welcomed her son into the world. Unfortunately, she was not able to bring a second wife into her first marriage before it fell apart. The TLC personality explains her first marriage left her feeling vulnerable, used, exposed, and helpless. She explained that her first husband left her feeling betrayed. And, she needed to rebuild herself from the inside out. The aftermath of her first marriage left Robyn Brown damaged, so much so that she created an alternate personality. Her protector. She named her alternate personality She-Ra. It took me a while to realize that the only person I could rely on to protect me was myself. When I discovered this, I invented an alter ego who became my protector. Her name was She-Ra and she presented my tougher, bolder side. Since no one would come to my rescue, I transformed part of me into my own superhero. Robyn Brown continued to explain that her alternate personality, She-Ra, but a wall around her, softer, and more sensitive parts. She notes this was necessary to protect herself. Robyn Brown continues to reveal she is naturally a kind and caring persona. So, she would never be able to just throw away that chunk of her personality. Instead, she created She-Ra. And, she allowed She-Ra to build the wall and protect her from being used again. She-Ra was instrumental in helping me cope with the emotional turmoil caused by my marriage. Robyn continued as she justified the need for her alternate personality. Many Sister Wives fans blamed Kody Brown for even giving Ariela a metal shovel in the first place. They questioned what he thought would happen if she was playing around with it. More so, how did he think his truck would get out completely unscathed? It was his own stinking fault. Who gives a 7-year-old rambunctious child a metal shovel? He should have given her a broom. They have plastic shovels for snow, so if this family activity is going to be a frequent thing, he may want different equipment. There was also the belief that Ari is going to be wild, therefore proper accommodations are needed. I think Ari is going to be the wild child. She was raised with no limits and boundaries. They didn't even have her go to bed on a schedule. She got to stay up as late as she wanted. Let's see how Kody treats her. I think she is going to be the sassiest and wildest of them all. She will test him, and he doesn't like that. If she questions him at all, he will turn on her. Fans may recall how she openly said that she hated Christine Brown Woolley for leaving her father. Therefore, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Sister Wives Janelle Brown stays clear of all of the drama around her. Occasionally, the TLC star will share rare glimpses into her life. And each time, her fans take notice. So while she doesn't have drama to fill her social media timelines, it seems that she takes to educating her fans about skin cancer and updating them about the weather. Keep reading to find out why Janelle doesn't do daylight saving. Sister Wives Janelle Brown is in a panic as a wildfire heads for their homes. While Sister Wives fans are used to drama from the family, certainly a natural disaster isn't something that they would expect. Reports that on June 18th, the Raphael fire was discovered. Scarily, this isn't the only active wildfire in the area. Officials are also monitoring the Snake Fire and the Backbone Fire. By Sunday, the rapidly spreading fire burns through 400 acres. Local Arizona news reports that it reaches over 20,000 acres. Now, there are reports that as of Monday, June 21st, the fire is only 16 miles away from Flagstaff, Arizona. So what is the Sister Wives family doing? According to the Coconino County Sheriff's Office, residents in the southwest part of Flagstaff should make evacuation plans. With all the uncertainty around the wildfire, Janelle takes to her Instagram story to update her fans. She takes a photo of the sunset from what appears to be a parking lot and writes the following: "Smoke-filled sky and some ash falling on Flagstaff today. Praying for lots of rain to come soon." Notably, a check of Meri and Christine Brown's Instagrams appears that everything is normal where they are. There are no recent posts that indicate imminent peril from a wildfire. Nor did they mention such in the Instagram story. As to be expected, the fourth wife, Robyn Brown, hasn't updated her Instagram. However, should the need to evacuate arise, Kody Brown has already been through it with Meri. The U.S. Sun notes that, despite her marital issues with Kody, Meri praised her husband for helping. In an episode of Sister Wives, Meri says, "Kody is here and he's super actively engaged in helping pack up this stuff. I really appreciate that." Sister Wives fans were not too surprised there wasn't a parade of tributes for Kody Brown on Father's Day, but did his daughter Mykelti really forget about her husband Tony? The duo welcomed their daughter Avalon Asa Paedon into the world just 11 weeks ago. This past weekend was Tony's very first Father's Day. So, Sister Wives fans were a little surprised when Mykelti Brown didn't take to Instagram to pay tribute to the new father. Did she just forget about Father's Day? Well, kind of. Mykelti Brown is taking a very, better late than never, approach to wishing her husband a happy Father's Day. She took to Instagram just a few hours ago to share a sweet photo of her husband and their daughter Avalon. In the caption, Mykelti felt the need to explain why her Father's Day tribute didn't actually happen over the weekend. Turns out, the TLC personality only partially forgot about her husband and his special day. She explained that she did write up the tribute and selected the precious photo to attach to it. But, she simply forgot to hit the publish button. So, she wrote up the post and then accidentally saved it to her drafts instead of hitting publish on Father's Day. "My husband's a dad now. It's been one of my most favorite roles he's played to date. The husband role is pretty awesome, but the father role is incredible. I've loved every minute of our lives together, and I'm so happy for our new moments with our baby girl," the proud mother penned in her late Father's Day tribute. The post included no one, but 2 different photos of Tony spending time with his beautiful baby girl. Fans of Sister Wives doted on the beautiful dad and daughter pictures. Most agree baby Avalon looks just like her daddy. Many noted they were so happy for Tony and Mykelti Brown. Furthermore, they appreciated getting this window into their lives. Considering how busy a newborn can keep a person, it isn't too surprising Mykelti forget to hit publish on this beautiful post. In the prologue of Becoming Sister Wives, the story of an unconventional marriage, Kody Brown opens up about life before going public with his unorthodox family. The TLC personality explains things were a little different before his family landed in the public eye. Based on Kody's description, it sounds like his wives worked as more of a single family unit before going public. Kody Brown's wives contributed to the family as a whole. In the prologue of his book, Kody Brown recognizes that his family isn't traditional. He understands his marriage, and having 4 wives isn't something most people will understand. The Sister Wives star explains there is no real way for him to completely explain how he loves all of his wives in a way the world would understand. But his family works. And they are very happy together. Or, at least that is the picture he paints in the prologue of the book. The TLC personality explains that each of his wives contributed, significantly, to the family as a whole before they stepped into the spotlight. In fact, most of his wives even had full-time jobs. Before we went public, several of them worked full-time. They support their kids, and what is left over they kick into large group expenses such as mortgages. If one of my wives chooses not to work in order to stay home and look after our kids, I make sure she is taken care of. If another wife makes a bundle while her sister wife is looking after the kids, she will share her bounty. If someone has a windfall from tax returns or inheritance, then she usually shares a good portion of it. Although my wives are fiercely independent and entirely self-sufficient, they never let anyone go without. We are a family of equals. His family operates independently today. Now, there may have been a time where the Sister Wives family operated as a single unit that supported each other. Unfortunately, that time seems to have passed. As we know from watching the current season of the show, Meri is hardly even a member of the family anymore. In fact, many fans believe she should cut ties with Kody and walk away from the family altogether. In some ways, it almost sounds as if going public with their relationship is what caused issues in their family unit. Would they be happier if they never went public? Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.